洞永远不够多，只怕真相太寂寞。大家好，我是大金，欢迎回到我的频道。在这里呢，我们就是一起来看片，那些在网络上面流传的一些奇异的、挑战我们认知的一些影片哦。那我们话不多说，赶快开始吧 ，Let's go！ All right.
A new religion out there, people.
Oh boy.
Spiralism refers to a growing online subculture in which people treat interactions with AI chatbots as spiritual or mystical experiences.
We knew this was gonna happen.
They are
Spiralism.
literally treating these interactions as divine revelations.
Well, people have churches where put in a prompt and then like 45 minutes later, you had this whole speech by AI or something.
Well, there's apparently all these subreddits and stuff now where for the religion of spiralism, where they have, I think they call them like acorn prompts or something.
Okay.
Where it's a specific way of prompting to receive these revelations.
Oh.
So like it gives you this mystical knowledge, and it's not like a joke.
Yeah.
It's like they're really worshiping
Oh gosh.
Sure.
this mysticism.
There's got to be millions of people that think similar, like
Yeah.
as reality. Where are these people meeting? Like, how does this
Yeah.
become a religion?
I don't know. I feel like we're just at the precipice of everything super spooky with technology.
I saw somebody, they're like, I wish ChatGPT would give us like a wrap of like our conversations
It'd be
and stuff.
crazy.
I did it. The humor in it was so funny. And it's like your predictions for 2026. And it's like, it says, I guarantee you're not going to ask me about taxes until April 14th.
Let me tell you about some crazy history you did not learn in school. Two brothers who used to live in Chernobyl went back 30 years later and found their toy car sitting in the exact same spot they left it. The red circle in this picture is allegedly 6-year-old Teddy Roosevelt watching Abraham Lincoln's funeral procession going through Union Square in New York City in 1865. It's fully known that this home belonged to Teddy Roosevelt's father Cornelius, and 36 years later, Theodore Roosevelt would also become president. This is a picture from 2003 of US soldiers playing Xbox in Saddam Hussein's palace. And this is a picture of a Russian soldier burning useless Soviet banknotes for warmth back in 1995. Princess Diana would wear the same gym outfit every day to outsmart the paparazzi so that the photos would have no value. And honestly, I see a lot of celebrities doing this today, and I think she probably started it. This was a traffic jam at the Brandenburg Gate as people moved east and west after the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989.
哇哦，哎，那这一招不错，所以说你为了要躲这个狗仔队，那但是这个意思就是说，那他们每天穿不一样的衣服，就是很想要狗仔追他们跑嘛。
I don't mean no disrespect. So y'all think Kobe dead? Yes or no?
Kobe?
Yeah, nobody seen him get on the plane. Did he disappear? Did he go to another island?
I think so. I think he got wiped out because what a lot of people don't know, I'll say allegedly, but he was in a legal battle with a pharmaceutical company.
I heard about that.
That's documented.
Right.
Yeah, but they were trying to fight over, I believe it was the Black Mamba name.
The products that was put into it, he wanted to be associated.
Right. So here's another thing though, what a lot of people don't know. He was in talks with Saudi Arabia
Do his own NBA
to
team.
do his own NBA team.
Yeah, Kobe was pretty much anti-NBA post career, broadcast and so on and so forth. But it seemed like Kobe was just like done.
Imagine how dangerous that would have been. I mean, like threatening to the NBA that would have been. If you think about it, like Kobe starting, that's like Jordan starting his own league. Like it's over. It's literally over. That's literally one of the greatest players ever. Like it's game over.
And everybody's gonna follow him, right?
For
so
sure.
he probably would have gave better deals. He probably would have gave more exposure, more control of your IP. So again, if that happened, what does that mean for the NBA? So it's really odd on how all that went down, only because
Sad, too.
how low they were flying. Okay.
So you saying the crash shouldn't have happened? It shouldn't have
It
happened.
definitely shouldn't have happened. I was on the scene actually when
was
that
there.
happened. I was on the news. I was one of the first people there when Kobe, when it
You think
happened.
people could have survived? So you think something got blew up or something like that?
They
It
should
was
have been.
intentional.
Yeah, it was something to the intentional. I don't know. To
My
what-
belief, allegedly. I'll say that.
Hey, with Kobe, love you, man. Rest in peace. It's just one of those weird conspiracies, especially when the programming is already there and you've seen all of that. It's like,
Yeah.
was this written? I mean, I do say this. I say we're alive by politics.
I mean, why is it that right before he died, on his last game, they gave out Kobe helicopter toys?
Wasn't the one that looked like LeBron? Didn't one kind of like look like LeBron though?
It looked like Kobe with a helicopter propeller attached to him.
They gave it on one of his last
They
games.
gave it to everybody at the game.
So what was the point of that?
Exactly.
太怪了吧？
So can
Alright.
someone else's intention actually help you lower pain? And what if scientists decided to rigorously test this against the placebo effect and with something else that's proven to help with pain, where they used a little bit of deception to get there? In a recent study, scientists tested Reiki, which is an energy healing modality where practitioners send healing intentions towards an individual, driving this invisible energy into their body, which supposedly helps with faster healing. And they tested this on people with knee arthritis pain and compared it to fake Reiki, which is the placebo group, which are untrained people who are mimicking the Reiki movements but without any healing intention, and compared to mindfulness meditation, which is a therapy that has been already shown to help lower pain. Most importantly, scientists used ethical deception where they told participants that there was no placebo group. And this was precisely done to limit the effects of expectation on people. And after 4 sessions, both the mindfulness and the real Reiki group achieved what's called a clinically meaningful improvement, where their pain levels dropped by 30% or more. And while the fake Reiki group showed some improvements, it started to decline right after the treatment, and this is the most fascinating part because trajectory matters. In placebo, the benefits tend to fade over time, but in Reiki, like mindfulness, the benefits continued even when the treatment stopped. And so this is a signal that there's something there that scientists don't understand, but this study doesn't prove that Reiki is real, but rather it advocates that we can test energy healing practices rigorously, and the healing intentions behind Reiki might not be crazy, they may be clinically meaningful and relevant, just like mindfulness meditation is at lowering pain.
我觉得是合理的。Alright.
You also have a story with El Diablo.
Oh, El Diablo, yeah. So a lot of my Mexican family has seen El Diablo, or like there's stories of El Diablo, but my mom isn't religious, so that's why I believe her story. So she was like a little kid and she used to live in Tijuana, like in the apartments, in like a lower like income community. And I mention that only because usually in like those communities, there's a lot of like neighborhood gatherings, people coming together with bandas, or like they do like little like, I guess like block parties. Yeah. So she used to live in like the 3rd floor, and she says that one night she was just like in her room, and her room had like a perfect view of like the street. And then she says that she starts to hear like a parade, and she was like, yeah, like se escuchaba niños riéndose, banda, carcajadas, all of these like happy sounds that indicate like a parade.
Yo, if you say
What?
If you say that there was no parade happening,
I'm sorry.
There's no parade happening?
No, it's worse. What happens is she hears the parade sounds getting closer and closer and closer, but she says that instead of like seeing a parade, what she sees is a man in a black cloak hovering in the middle of the street and like stops, and his mouth is wide open and all of the parade sounds are coming from his mouth.
Ew, I know that looks weird, bro.
No,
oh
she described it to me. Says his mouth was like gaping open, and she says that the reason why she thinks that was El Diablo was because when she saw that, she says that it turned around and like looked at her, and she immediately looked away, obviously, and like called out to my grandma. When my grandma came in and looked, it was still there because the parade sounds were still really loud, and my grandma was like, "Rápido, híncate, hay que rezar." And my mom says that, no joke, as they were praying, that the sound started to slowly go away.
I thought you were about to say it's gonna get louder.
Oh my god, that would be
like
worse.
It gets when you said his mouth was wide open. It reminded me of, you guys ever watched The Mummy?
Oh yeah.
Whenever like he's slowly transforming back into like his human form.
有人有这样子的经验吗？ El Diablo 暗黑破坏神。Alright.
Have you noticed that there is an uptick of videos being recorded of these shadow beings, these mysterious shadows? The next 2 videos are from 2 very different witnesses. One was driving down a road in Fresno when she noticed these black shadows in the sky, and she wasn't the only one. Other cars stopped around to record these things. No idea what it is. Nothing on the windshield. It's literally these black shadow, smoky things in the sky. And then the second video, she was in the parking lot waiting on her boyfriend about 4 o'clock in the morning when she records this shadow being glitching in and out on the 2nd level of a motel. Take a look at this. Comment below. Tell me what you think and let us know if you've seen these things.
Pero no saben qué es. Qué chistoso. Aliens. Finally. ¿Tú lo miraste, mami? Pero no saben qué es. Qué chistoso. Aliens. Ay, no, güey. ¿Tú lo miraste, mami? Bro, focus. That's it, right? What the, bro? What the?
不同的事件在 Fresno 加州发生，好奇怪哦。所以说像这样子的状态，就开始觉得说，这是什么？这是 UFO 吗？还是怎么样？是 Fresno 那边最近有地狱之门被打开了吗？鬼门开了吗？是怎么样？
ICE just built a full AI hunting system, and it's already targeting 1.5 million people. First, there's Palantir's Immigration OS. It pulls data from the FBI, IRS, Social Security, DMV records, even traffic cameras all into one platform. The AI analyzes everything, detects patterns, and flags who to go after. ICE paid Palantir $30 million for it. Then there's the capture layer. According to 404 Media, ICE just paid a company called AI Solutions 87 to deploy AI bounty hunters. Their agents map your friends, family, and locations, then hand that to human contractors who verify your address through physical surveillance. One contractor recruited people on LinkedIn to stalk targets for $300. Palantir tells ICE who to target. AI Solutions 87 tells them where to find you.
Palantir 那就是我们未来要实现关键报告的主要资安公司，真是有点恐怖啊。Okay.
When unrelated people with separate encounters begin describing the same thing, that's when patterns start to matter. So, a former military pilot and psionic asset for the Skywatcher Group, publicly known as J2, went on record for the first time describing direct contact with an intelligence that he calls the Lady. Now, according to J2, this entity is not interested in crashed crafts, bodies, hardware, technology, anything like that. Her message, that he says, is about human consciousness, psychological and spiritual readiness, and he claims that this framing has drawn serious interest from elements within U.S. intelligence. It's not confirmation, not endorsement, but interest, true interest. Now, what makes this even more intriguing is that J2 isn't the first person telling a version of this same story. For example, Chris Bledsoe, who has publicly spoken about this for years, has had encounters independently describing a female intelligence that he also calls the Lady. Bledsoe has said this presence emphasizes transformation over technology as well, and has repeatedly referenced symbolic timing tied to an ancient star lore, particularly the Star of Regulus, during an Easter season window around 2026. Now, to be clear, there's no verified prediction, there's no promised event, no measurable outcome. But what does exist are two separate independent experiencers with no formal coordination describing a strikingly similar interface. A feminine intelligence, urgency around human readiness, and dismissal of hardware and technology-focused disclosure. So whether this represents an external intelligence, a psychological phenomenon, or some sort of symbolic framework that's emerging, because the real question for me isn't whether or not the Lady is real, it's why disclosure stories are starting to look less technical in nature and more mythological.
The Lady 上礼拜才看了一个，就是 Blue Lady， 就是一个biolocation， 很有意思。说他们提到的就是在 Easter 左右，就是2026年的复活节左右。然后最近那个神童阿南德，他也特别的提到3个时间点，也就是2026年的4月、7月跟11月。然后那又有很多其他的，就是其他家的预言者也是讲述类似这段时间，所以说明年的4月 ，alright，
An entire city is covered in fiber optic cable, and the reason why is dark. This is the frontline city of Liman in Ukraine, and every single one of these cables represents a drone that is being flown into battle. You see, both Russia and Ukraine have been resorting to these thin, translucent cables because when there is a physical connection between the pilot and the drone, the signal cannot be jammed by the enemy. Fiber optic cables often come in spools of between 10 and 20 kilometers in length, and a Ukrainian spokesperson said that hundreds of Russian and Ukrainian drones fly over this city every day, and each one leaves its mark. Now, most of the time, the drones never come back. They either hit their targets or crash, and then the cable is simply left draped across the terrain, leaving us with a stark reminder just how much modern warfare has changed, and how drones specifically have become an irreplaceable part of that operation.
哇哦，所以说现在在乌克兰的那边，俄罗斯他们飞的无人机其实是像风筝一样，不是真的是无线，是有线无人机。造成这么大的环境污染，好恐怖哦！等于说你整个城镇被鱼线给就是铺满了鱼线的，是什么情况啊？好夸张哦，太恐怖了。All right.
Oh, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Were you just around here?
Yeah.
This guy went to college with me.
This guy was the best musician in our college class.
Is that true?
I think so.
Is that a guitar?
Guitar, yeah.
Are you trying to play?
I'd be down to play. Can you plug a guitar in there?
Yeah. What are you going to play me? What kind of style are we trying to get into?
I make indie rock. Do you listen to any indie rock type stuff?
Nah, you're in charge. You're taking the reins.
All right.
There's something about you, girl, with or without you. And oh, will I love you so. I never wanna tell you all the things I wanna say, but I know that this is the way it goes. Oh, oh, oh. I thought that I knew you, I love you too. I never wanna be without you. Take me for a spin, and then you shot me down again. Oh, soy, para mí, y yo soy, para ti, para ti.
Alright， 那今天影片就先到这里啦。如果你喜欢这些影片的话，不要忘记帮我订阅、按个赞，非常感谢。那我们下次见 ，Have a good one， 拜拜。
All the things I love to do with you. You take me for a spin, and then you shot me down again. Oh, soy, para mí, y yo soy, para ti, para ti. Un diciembre en New York. Baby, I love you so. Ooh, and all the things I love